No? See the things going. Now. Sorry, talking about my volume on this laptop. I'm using this laptop from my great grandparents, so I'm trying to get it to work right because it keeps going out on me and it's annoying. Uh, um, okay, so I know the last time I made a video, it was about everything I got from Benefit Cosmetics. I finally used it all, so I'm gonna do a review on those. And then I'm not gonna do a makeup tutorial because of this camera. It keeps just doing weird stuff, and I don't want to put up with it. It just makes me really angry, and I don't want to. I'm not a computer person, so I'm not gonna put up with it. Um, and then I'm gonna do a quick overview of some of the makeup I do use on my face. So I'm gonna try to make this a really kind of a quick video if I can. Um, so the first thing I always use on my face every morning as a primer is, I know I showed you guys this a couple weeks ago, is the Urban Decay Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. I use this every morning before I put on my makeup and sometimes at night, but every morning. And I really, really like this stuff. I don't have really any complaints about it. I mean, it doesn't clear up acne. That's not its purpose or anything like that. But it does keep my makeup on. It keeps it nice, and I really, really like this stuff. I confuse softness with oiliness, but it has made my face a lot softer. Even though I think I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting so oily again. No, it's softness, and I have a big confusion sometimes with those two. Um, the next thing I use on my face is, oh my gosh, I put it in my makeup bag. Oh my goodness. It's the, wow, this sucks really bad. Oh, I found it. Nope, I did not. Anyways, it's the Stay Don't Stray by Benefits Cosmetics. I use that as like a primer for concealer and stuff. Wow, this sucks really bad. I just put it in my makeup bag and I can't find it for the life of me. But I use it as a primer for my concealer, and I actually really, really like it. It goes on nice. It really keeps the concealer in place, and I was really surprised about that because I'm not really, sometimes I really don't worry about that kind of stuff, but using it and I was like, oh wow, this really keeps my concealer where it should be. And I actually really, really do like it. The concealer I've been using lately on my problem areas is Erase Paste by Benefit. It really does the job that it says it does. It erases the blemishes you have on your face. Now, when I did my last video, I did saying how people had good and bad reviews about it. And one of the bad reviews is that this settles in the fine lines under your eyes. It does. It does. I have noticed that. But these kind of concealers, a paste concealer, is not for under your eyes. It's not. Even if you set it with a powder, put foundation over it, whatever. These kind are not for under your eye at all. Paste concealers, not for under your eye. I even have the MAC Studio Fix Concealer. Paste, not under your eye. Remember that. Problem areas, paste, under eye, liquid. No matter how much you set it with a powder or anything like that, how little you put on, how much you put on, these will settle in the fine lines of your eyes if you use a paste like this, not for under eyes. Another thing I've been using every morning is the It's Potent. It's hard to see that because of the light on my camera. The It's Potent Eye Cream by Benefit. It has caffeine in it, so the puffiness and the bags under your eyes and the darkness under your eyes, this takes it away. I've noticed a little bit of a difference with this. Like I said, I've only been using it for a few days now, but I have noticed a bit of a difference. Not a huge one, but a bit of one. I do use a couple of foundations at the moment. I will be using 3 pretty soon because I'm going to be ordering another one from MAC. But the first one I have is MAC Studio Face and Body. I wanted to try this one because it's a light to medium coverage, and that's what I was looking for at the time because I already have a medium to full coverage. But I like this. It's sweat-proof. It's waterproof. It's like 85% water or something like that. And it you can always build more on if you don't like the coverage when you would do the first layer. You can always build more on, and that's what I like about this one, is it is buildable and it is lightweight, and I really like this, and this is great for oily skin. I really, really enjoy this foundation, and I went ahead and got the big bottle so I just wouldn't have to go back to MAC. Because I was like, I live 45 minutes to an hour away from like the closest MAC store. I order a lot of my stuff offline, which sucks because I talk to representatives all the time because I don't want to drive down to a MAC store. The next foundation I have, this was the first real like expensive high quality foundation I got, which is NARS Sheer Matte Foundation. I got this because I do have oily skin, and I was reading that this is a really good oily skin foundation. I love this foundation. It is a medium coverage, and it goes on beautifully. Oh my god. I have no complaints about this foundation. As soon as I run out, I will definitely buy more. There's nothing more to say about this foundation except that I absolutely love it. And since I've been using my new F86 Kabuki tapered brush with this, if you use Kabuki brushes, especially from Sigma, that's what I have for my foundation brushes. I have the flathead Kabuki and the tapered Kabuki. You are going to use so much less product. It's amazing. It's amazing how much less product I have been using after getting my F86 from Sigma. I think that's what it is, F86 tapered Kabuki. I hope I'm saying that right. Sometimes what I'll do too before I put like anything else on my face is I did try this POREfessional from Benefit Cosmetics. Oh my god. I have noticed a huge difference. Like, I have really bad big pores on my nose and right down here on my face. This shrinks up. Like, I looked at my face like a couple of days after I used this, and I was like, holy crap, all my blackheads on my nose are gone. This is awesome stuff. I'm thinking about getting the big one, but I want to wait until I finish this just to make sure I like it for sure. And it goes on incredibly. Like, you don't even feel like it's on. I think I mentioned that when I did my Benefit video. I really do like this stuff. The only thing I have not used from Benefit Cosmetics is that sheer coverage, or the primer, the brightening primer. So yes, I do my foundation. Yes. Then the next thing I do is I always like to do my eyeshadow before I do like my concealer under my eyes and before I finish off my face, because the fallout from eyeshadow, I don't want it to get all over my finished makeup and have to redo a whole bunch of stuff all over again. So I do that. I do my eyeshadow first. Lately I have been using the Lorac Pro Palette. I really want to get the Pro Palette 2 and the Pro Palette Mega. Oh my gosh, it's coming out in a week, and I didn't know that they had some online this morning, and I was really mad because I don't get my paycheck until tomorrow, so I was like, oh, bummer, and they were all sold out, like, within the first, I think, like, 10 minutes or something like that. Sucks. But I do use this quite often. I love the colors in it. I use a lot of the neutral colors on my eyes, because blue eyes need like neutral colors. Like I really don't use dark purple or is that black? I can't read that. I'm so sorry. Slate. I don't use dark colors as much as I use like these ones over here, the earthy tones. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to expand what I put on my eyes, just so excuse me. Just so I can try different things. And the first thing I do, I'm so backwards right now, because I'm trying to like watch the time and make sure this computer doesn't freeze on me. But I always put, this came with it, my Pro Palette is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I use this, love it. My eyelids are so oily that this makes it, my eyeshadow would like settle into the creases in my eyes. And when I was younger, I would use like a white powder as the base, but this works wonders. I love this. I never see my eyeshadow in my crease anymore. And sometimes I do use, not that often, but sometimes I do use the Naked 3 palette. I do like it, pretty colors, but it has a lot of fallout. It's very, I don't want to say spidery because it's not a loose powder, but it's it has a lot of fallout, so I don't use this as often as I'd like. But I'm getting more into eyeshadows, so for show. So I don't do anything else until I finish, like, I do my eyeshadow and then I do the rest of my face. The next thing I put on my face, after that, is I put on my concealer, and this is MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC15? Yes, NC15 because I'm so white. But I love this stuff. It really brightens up your face. It gives you a great coverage. It does not settle into any fine lines or wrinkles. What I do is I bring it all the way out here to brighten up my face. Then I set it with E40. I hate that I don't have my brushes out in front of me and I couldn't even see them anyways because the light's off in my room. But I set it with Emphasized MAC powder. Love it. It has a little bit of a sparkle to it, so it kind of makes your face under here just a little more brighter. But I love this stuff, and I use the Amazing Beauty Blender. I had one from Walmart or Walgreens. Don't ever buy off-brand. If you want a beauty blender, spend the money and get it, because it's amazing, it's awesome, love it, wouldn't trade it for the world. This thing will blend everything beautifully, love it. Okay, so after I put my under eye concealer on, excuse me, the next thing I do is I use bronzer. I mentioned last time that I use Hoola by Benefit. I've been using the little sample one I got just because I'm like, I'll just use the sample instead of using my big one. So I've been using this. Love it. I think it would go with a really nice, like, anybody from a fair to almost medium tone skin, because it really shows up and it blends beautifully. I really, really like this bronzer. I also got the Bella Bamba blush when I got my Benefit Cosmetics for it. You can kind of, you can't really see, but there is a bit to a sparkle to it. I like it. I think it's a really pretty, almost like a peachy, a really peachy pink color, and I like it. I don't have like any complaints really. I think it is a little bit too sparkly, but I tone it down a little bit whenever I take a big brush that I have and I kind of sit there and I buff out the blush and the bronzer so I can mix them together a little bit, so it's not like these two harsh lines of bam blush, bam bronzer. So I do that. I just mix it all up together so I don't look like a complete and utter weirdo walking around town with giant painted lines on my face. I remember one time my husband was like, you have a giant line across your face where it's like super dark, because I forgot to blend my bronzer and I felt like an idiot walking around town. And I do use a highlighter. I use a couple actually, because sometimes I can't decide which one I like best. But I do love them both. I'm trying to find the other one right now. Oh no. Okay, so since my light is off, there it is, found it. Okay, so I use two different types. It depends on what I'm really in the mood for, but I do have this one by MAC. It's called Lightscapade. It is a beautiful bronzer. It shows up beautifully on your skin. I don't think it'll show up with the light I have on my camera, on my hand. Nope, it will not. Well, kind of, a little bit. Nope, not really. But it is a really pretty, shimmery, wonderful bronzer. Or not bronzer, I'm sorry, highlighter. I really, really like this stuff. The other one I was so excited to get. I've used this on a couple of people, and I guess it kind of depends on your skin type. But it kind of shows up on me. I have to use it really sheer, because if I try to put a lot on to make it show up really good. It just looks like I took a cream highlighter and just drew on my face. But it's the Mary Luminizer, and I've used this on a couple of people, and a friend I do photo shoots with, I used it on her, and it showed up beautifully on her. Oh my gosh, it's so, there you go. It's really, really pretty. You can kind of see the shimmer in it, but it's really, really pretty, and it showed up great on my friend when I used it on her. I guess it's just her skin type. I don't know. Sometimes it'll show up really good on me. Other times it won't, and you really can't see it on the camera, which kind of is annoying. But it's a really nice, pretty highlighter. I really like this one. I'm so glad I ordered it. I went to the Galleria down in Roseville, California, and I was trying to find this, and you can't find it anywhere. You have to order it offline or something, and that's what I did. I found it on Amazon and ordered it. And it came with a really nice brush too that I use as a highlighting brush. Okay. Whew. Run out of breath here. After I do that, I'm basically done with my face. I use e.l.f. Finishing powder. I don't know if it's called finishing powder. I just know it's a white translucent powder, and I just put it all over my face really quick to kind of just set everything. And then I use, because I have really light eyebrows, my eyebrows do look really dark right now, but I am naturally like bleach blonde, so I have really light eyebrows, and I use Gimme Brow by Benefit, and it's just like, it's like mascara, but it's brown, and it's like a brow gel, and it's awesome. Oh, and it smells good. But I use I think it's the light to medium, something like that. Light to medium, yes. I use this, comb it through my eyebrows really quick, done, instead of having to use an eyebrow pencil and sit there for about 15 minutes trying to get them both even. I do go get my eyebrows threaded, so somebody shapes them, because I suck at shaping my eyebrows. I will not ever pluck my eyebrows in. I will probably just go and get them threaded for the rest of my life. But I get that done, over with. Eyebrows are good to go. The next thing I use, I know I showed this when I got my Benefit Cosmetics thing, and I told you guys I have a big one and I have a small one, because I didn't know a small one came with my Benefit haul, is their Rio Brows. Or not brows, I'm sorry, mascara. So I use about 3 different types of mascara because of how I have really crappy eyelashes. So the first one I put on is their Real. I put that on. I got this little sample one from Sephora. It's Outrageous Curl. Wow, it is really hard to see. I like the way it is. I don't like the brush. The brush is kind of annoying, but I like the coverage it gives you. I like how thick it makes your eyelashes look. It's not really the length, but the volumizing that I really like about this. Yeah, that's why I like this mascara. Another mascara I used, I got this a couple weeks ago when I went to MAC, is Studio Sculpt Super Black Lash. And this is for like lengthening, really, more than it is anything else. I mean, the brush is awesome. I like the mascara. It does give length. The brush is cool. Look at that. And I use that as like a final one. So first I do the Benefit, then I do the Sephora, and then I do this kind of just separate and make sure I don't have clumps or anything in my eyelashes. Excuse me. I did use the High Beam by Benefit, but I really don't like liquid highlighters. I do not like them. I prefer a powdered highlighter. And I also did use the, what is this? This is the High Beam, okay. That's the liquid highlighter. I used the Ooh La La for under the eyes. I like that. That actually does give you a little bit of a brightening under your eyes. I haven't used it as much as I'd like because I have a giant makeup bag, and most of the time I just put makeup on when I go to work in the morning, and I have to be quick because sometimes I wake up late. But yeah. Sometimes I will put eyeliner on the top of my lid, but since my eyes are round, and I feel like when I put eyeliner on the top of my lid, it kind of closes my eyes more, and I don't want that. I want my eyes to appear open and big. But when I do use anything, I use Maybelline Eye Studio, and I use an angled brush on it. Love this stuff. It is super black. It goes on easy. Like it. Love it. Awesome. I also have like a couple of different blushes I use. I ordered these about a month ago from Morphe. Really pretty colors. I really like them. It's a wide variety, so I like to be able to try them. I've used them on a couple of people, but it's a great selection. It's like a 10-piece blush set. I also have a really big eyeshadow palette I got from them, but I really like the blush set because of the variety that's in it. Excuse me. Gosh. Oh, almost done. Last but not least, the last thing I really do to kind of seal everything up and off, I don't put any lipstick on. I don't like lipstick. I just never have. Because I have dry, cracked lips most of the time. I use chapstick constantly, which is actually really bad because they trick you into using more chapstick. But anyways, the last thing I use on my face is the Urban Decay makeup setting spray oil control. I showed you guys this a couple weeks ago. I use it every time I put my makeup on. I absolutely love this stuff. It makes your makeup stay. If you're oily, this is perfect for you. It takes away every shiny spot on your face. Everything. Absolutely love this, and I'm probably going to have to buy the bigger bottle of it too, because this is a really nice spray. I like the Urban Decay sprays. I was never really into sprays until a little while ago, and I'm glad I tried them and actually went through and trying them, because I have a problem with being like, oh, I'm going to try it, and then read about it, and I'm like, oh, there's like 3 bad reviews and 2 good ones. I don't know if I should do it, but did anyways. So that's basically some of the makeup I use. As soon as I get my Mega Pro palette from Lorac, and hopefully the Pro palette too, I'm going to try to find a way to do a makeup tutorial without this camera freezing on me. Like, I'm surprised I got to a 22-minute video right now without having to do it a million times. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and take off my makeup and cuddle up in bed with my husband, watch Once Upon a Time on Netflix, and hopefully make a video really, really soon, as soon as I order the rest of my stuff. So, good night, everybody. I hope you enjoy. Please, please subscribe and leave a comment, and hope to be seeing you guys soon. Good night.